everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
In its final season now as an NFL stadium, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us if they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tom Ali's stock and trade is a quick first step to the quarterback, and he knows how to...
Now the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Throwing again, Ryan. Flush to his right. Finding Gabriel, complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run here with Freeman. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion is the tight end, Graham. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. A shotgun snap for Smith. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play clock winding down. Third and long, it's Smith. He's got time. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The second-year man, Vic Beasley, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where it is. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what. And it's intercepted. It's a first-round pick, Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yeah, here now come the Falcons. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And it's complete. Hooper, the 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 2015 Pro Bowler, Michael Bennett, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They come out here in the eye. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is Smith, finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Sideline throw It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Surveying the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The left side completion to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
2nd and 10, Smith again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And a catch by the new signee from Cincy, Mohamed Sanu. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing now. Ryan on first down. Complete to Jones. 11 yards for number 11.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the screen pass. 38 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time running out here on the play clock. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. Oh, good hurdle. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now Smith. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Now Smith going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler is a rookie, Marcus Peters, there on the stop. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Back now in Atlanta. Here's Smith now on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and long, it's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They run with Spiller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Out of the Wildcat, this is Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This time Ryan will throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go again.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
On 1st down, Smith. And this is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he drives one in there, complete for Jeremy Macklin. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Smith now to throw. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The veteran Jeremy Maclin. Was the intended target, and now it's third down. Now it's the backup Bradford. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the fourth down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. They're able to locate Wilson. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down following the run.
Let's go. Check nine.
Freeman again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, of one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do